Bartolomé de las Casas, circa 1484, July 18, 1566. Bartolomé de las Casas was a Spanish Dominican friar and one of the earliest advocates for the rights of indigenous peoples in the Americas. Initially involved in the encomienda system that exploited indigenous labor, he later became a passionate opponent of colonial abuses and a vocal critic of Spanish imperialism. His most famous work, a short account of the destruction of the Indies, vividly documented the brutal treatment of native peoples by Spanish colonists and played a pivotal role in awakening European conscience. 3 surprising facts from a historian's perspective. Surprising fact number 1. He once owned indigenous slaves himself before becoming a staunch defender of indigenous rights. Las Casas was a beneficiary of the encomienda system. In his early years in the New World, he accepted indigenous laborers as part of his holdings. However, in 1514, inspired by a passage from the Bible, Ecclesiasticus 34, he experienced a profound moral awakening and gave up his encomienda. This dramatic transformation marked the beginning of his lifelong mission to protect indigenous peoples. Surprising fact number 2. He initially supported African slavery as a lesser evil. In a controversial and little-known episode, Las Casas once proposed importing African slaves as an alternative to the exploitation of indigenous labor. At the time, he believed it would reduce the suffering of native populations. However, he later deeply regretted this suggestion, publicly admitted it was a grave mistake, and became an advocate for the rights of all oppressed peoples, regardless of race or origin. Surprising fact number 3. His legal reforms had little immediate effect, and the colony's Las Casas' tireless advocacy led to the passage of the new laws of 1542, aimed at protecting indigenous rights and curbing the power of encomenderos, colonial landowners. While this was a major legislative victory, many provisions were weakened or ignored due to resistance from colonial elites. Despite this, Las Casas continued to push for justice, knowing that lasting change required persistent moral and legal pressure. Summary: Bartolomé de las Casas was not merely a visionary idealist. He was a complex and evolving figure who struggled with his own contradictions. His journey from colonizer to conscience of an empire is a powerful reminder that transformation is possible, even within oppressive systems. Today, he stands as a pioneering voice for human rights and a symbol of moral resistance against colonial brutality.